And welcome back to Mountain Blade Bannerlord the Valdin playthrough. I am really excited to get back into this game. I have added one mod, and it basically adds like new shield types, essentially. There's been a lot of new great mods that have come out, but I didn't want to go too in-depth with a lot of the mods, so I'm adding like little things, essentially. And I've only added one. But literally, it makes it so you can use like an axe in your offhand as a shield. Therefore, I can make it look more badass and stuff like it. It doesn't have to be a shield anymore. I can use it as like a parrying dagger, things like that. You'll see what I mean when we eventually find it. I don't know how we find it. I didn't really look that in-depthly at it. But let's have a look at our party. I need to remind myself because it's been a bit of a, been a spell since played, so I need to remember who I've got. Obviously, pretty much all Sturgian people here. Wait, are there new Sturgian Line Berserker, Sturgian Heroic Line Berserker? They renamed them? I didn't know that. Heavy Axeman, Heavy Spearman. Oh, wow. Did not... Okay, well, that actually clears things up a lot. Gives you a lot more clarity on what you're actually recruiting. The Heroic Line's pretty badass. Anyway, so let's just go on our way and start... recruiting more people. We need them. We've got a quest to take down a bandit hideout, but we are not powerful enough to do it, I don't think. At the very least. That's it. Yeah, I forgot. We have maximum party as well. So we just need to find looters and level up, really. That's going to be the main goal. Ooh, a few sea raiders. 19 looters, never mind. Come on. Oh, there's actually going to be... There's going to be a lot more looters. Catch those 19. Come on. Catch them! Get them! Oh, early game struggles is trying to keep up with the goddamn looters. It really is. I remember before they nerfed the speed of them a bit, you just couldn't catch looters at the beginning of the game. It was ridiculous. And then they fixed it and changed it so you could actually catch looters. And I'm not sure why. The game took a lot longer to load in, like into the main menu. Okay, it's been this was fine, but
Footman!
I've only got 3 archers.
Archer Footman! Move!
God, I need to remind myself on like
Whoa!
the tactics I'd use and stuff like that.
Bowman!
I mean, come on, what are bowmen gonna do in this environment? There's just trees everywhere.
Forward! Infantry! Make a shield wall! Infantry!
Where is it?
Wedge
God.
position!
Why can't they keep their shields up, though?
Infantry!
It's really annoying. There should be a separate command to put your shields up, not just a shield wall. I find that a bit annoying, really. Where are these looters? Oh, there they are. Okay, the game is like... It always does this when I start a new, like, whenever I start a new video or whatever. Where are my guys? They're to the left here somewhere. What? I cannot see anything.
Infantry!
Oh my god, they're there. Jesus.
Infantry! Make a shield wall!
Screw it, we need a shield wall.
Footman! Attack!
I'm not sure if it's like a setting that I put on. Oh, what? I think they're running? That was remarkably successful. Ouch. I'll get as many levels as I can out of these guys. Always kill the routers to get some extra bonus XP. Oh, I caught him just before he managed to get out of the bounds. And we'll leave the rest. I can't be bothered to look for them. Okay, so we've got a few levels up out of that. Sturgian Spearman or Heavy Axeman. I mean, I've got to go with Heavy Axeman, haven't I? It's like, they seem significantly better than a spearman. Spears are always not as powerful in this game, I've always found, so. Let's go with another line breaker. Let's get a two-handed guy in there, why not? And Sturgeon Archer. We definitely need more archers. I've just realized this playing, but I think it's because I got a lot of recruits. They always count in the infantry, and I haven't yet been able to level them up to that level. But what seems to happen at the beginning of every video that I do when I load up the game for the first time? Oh, they changed the lock symbols back. They changed the lock symbols back to what it was. Oh, thank God for that. They heeded the advice I gave. Although, obviously, they didn't probably see this video, the video that I complained about it, but they definitely, it was a complaint among the community then, clearly. Is that the first enemy you kill makes the frames drop loads, and then after that, it's fine for the rest of the video, but it's always like the first kill. It seems to, like, load in something. I don't know what it is. It's really weird, but, so, how many recruits? 2 recruits and then the rest, Jesus. I just have loads of infantry, apparently. I think, from what I remember from our first 2 videos, the archers seem to suffer. We always seem to lose archers for some reason. So, I'll definitely try my best to get as many levels up as I can. And the bandit quest has failed. That's fine. I'm not, you know, really that bothered. It really makes you feel like you've done a colossal failure, the way the bell dings when you fail a quest. And these guys are just a bit faster than us, I think. How frustrating. Oh, early game struggles. Come on. We're chasing a different group now. I think these guys should be a bit slower because there's more of them. But they are... Oh, come on. Oh my God, this game is going to drive... I cannot stand the early stages of this game. I really cannot stand them. I definitely need more horses in my inventory to make my crew go faster. But until then, we're going to have to just deal with it this way. Oh my God, this is stupid. All right, be right back. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, we got him. All right. Attack. 106. Oh my God, another party just got involved. So now I'm not going to get any XP out of this now for my troops because these guys are all just going to...
Troop attack!
Just go, guys. Just go. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm a bow and arrow hybrid character type thing. Oh, my controller's plugged in. No! Okay, I unplugged it. It was vibrating on the table a lot. Alright, let's just use a bit of bow and arrow here. Try and get our archery skill up. Never mind. Everyone's just going to die. One hit. I entered... I can... Oops! I was talking in chat then by accident. I forgot there's a multiplayer component to this game, which I have not yet played once. Because I play Mountain Blade for the single player, not the multiplayer. Oh, lovely. 1 level up. And I think it was me that got it. Yep, it was my character. We do have some prisoners, so we'll go and sell what loot we have. We've got over 2,000 coins, which is really good. Another 280. You have so much stuff from the looters, but then it just really amounts to nothing. Alright, trade the prisoners. A Sturgeon armed trader. We'll pass. They're usually more expensive than they're worth. Is there... Okay, there's only practice fights, unfortunately. No tournaments, because I do love making money in tournaments. That's like one of my favorite ways to do it. It's tense, gripping. And I can't... Why am I recruiting people? I can't even recruit them. So now we're stuck in this crux of that we need to get the clan level up and we need to get more renown. And it's really hard to do that. You need to do missions, really. So we'll see what we can find. Extortion by deserters. I don't know. I seem to remember... Especially deserters. Deserters early game are really dangerous because they can be really high level, a group of really high level troops. And they can just kick the ass of your group, so... Probably not worth it. Oh, game saved. Okay. That's what it was doing. It was saving. Okay. We're not looking for a fight. Oh, wow, they're surrendering already? I guess I'm a lot more than them. They don't want to die. Neither am I. If you surrender, you'll never take us alive. Kill them. So, unfortunately, these first parts are usually a lot more boring, especially compared to later game stuff, because it just...
Archers!
They can
move!
be...
Soldiers! Raise your infantry! Forward!
It can be really boring early on, because you're just doing this. You're fighting looters, leveling up troops, trying to get renown, and that's really it. That's early game. You could do missions and stuff like that, but often a lot of them are too difficult for you to even do, like the deserter ones and whatnot. So... That's a good point. Why don't I hit them? All right. There we go. Good damage. Just help out the troops a bit. We'll get that kill. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. That was sweet. I think he just got javelin. I think he got hit by an arrow and then, yeah, he got hit by a javelin in the back. That is, yeah, you won't be waking up from that one, especially a grievous wound. I think that's the term. We'll go with a spearman and we'll get a woodsman here. We absolutely need more archers. We each need to lay down the arrow fire because in my Battanian playthrough, I relied on my archers because Battania had the best archers in the game, and they were just unstoppable. You just have this unbelievable power over other armies with those archers. Unfortunately, they did get nerfed eventually, but they were pretty damn incredible for when you had them. But obviously, I can't rely on that for Sturgia because... Sturgia don't have nearly as good archers, so I need to rely on a mix of skirmishing troops. It's going to be a very different army playstyle compared to Battania. Definitely, you know, big time, so...
Archers! Move! Infantry! Follow me!
I did not mean for that.
Former soldiers!
I really do need to get used to the keybinds.
Move!
And also, for people who like, want to give me tips and stuff like that, I think I'm okay for the most part. Like, people are saying, people have been saying, like, put your, you know, your shield troops behind your archers so they can fire. It's common sense. I perfectly understand and you know, and know that if you put your archers behind your troops, they're often not going to fire. And I do it to protect them early on because archers are so vital to your success early on in the game. So, oh, that was... Okay, he just keeps throwing it.
Infantry!
Nice. Wow, we are really annihilating these looters right now. We're doing really well against the looters now. We're finally getting a handle on things. I want more axemen. I want to get a lot more axemen before I get decide to pick some spearmen. I like how the Sturgian line breakers look as well. I think they just do look absolute tanks on the battlefield, you know. But I want to get as many shielded units as I can because that's why I choose not to pick. I tend not to pick berserker units or two-handed weapon units because they cannot protect themselves against enemy, you know, fire. Against looters, it's not so bad because they just throw rocks. But often your berserkers just die before they even get into battle because the enemies often, when you get into big army fights, they often have loads of archers and your berserker units die. And again, I understand it's like people have been saying, and they said it in the Battanian playthrough as well, put your two-handed units in a different thing, in a different category. So line breakers, there you go, that's it, and put them in somewhere along here, into heavy infantry, for example. And I've done it now, I guess. And it says like place them behind the main infantry line that have shields. I will do that later on. I'm not that bothered about it this early on in the game, again, because the looters and whatnot. I guess I've done it now, so it's like, it made those people happy. But I did understand that beforehand. It's fairly common sense, but... Hey, we can get one more unit. Only one more, but it's every bit counts, you know. So, right, clan... 33. Wow, we're really climbing this slowly. Is there... Escort the caravan. Oh, see, escorting caravans can be really risky because they send really big groups after the caravans, and I don't think I'm powerful enough to fight caravans yet, you know? And also, what I'm looking forward to is fighting in some green fields, like in really luscious green fields, because we're going to be in snow for a long time before we manage to, move out and start expanding and whatnot. And speaking of which, it just flickered to... Have they put a new weather system in or something, or was it always like that? Like I knew that there was like weather seasons and whatnot, but I forgot about it, to be honest, because I never really noticed it. But I guess it's because as soon as it's gone, you do notice it's gone. Because oh yeah, that's a good point. It has been green here before, isn't it? It has not been snowy here at times. Interesting. Yeah, actually. Yeah, it's all snowy over the over Britannia as well. Did they flesh it out more or something? That's really interesting. Okay. That's cool. I like that. I'm kind of just looking around for either a tournament. Oh, well, here we go. Right, we got a tournament. This is one of the best ways to earn renown, I think. And ooh, brass scale shoulders as well. We need to win this. We need to win this. Get rid of the archers. Oh no. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Get out of the spikes. There we go. And, okay, thank God for that. Look at all the arrows in the shield there. We shall build this legend of Valdim. I just headshotted my own teammate. Valdim wants all the glory. That's the law reason. And he's a better archer than this guy, somehow. Oh no. Alright, you first. Oh shit. Oh no, this is looking hairy, isn't it? Okay. Oh no, give me the shield. Oh my god, legendary. Oh my god, how did we survive that? We shouldn't have lived through that. We really shouldn't have lived through that. That was legendary. Oh my god. That's the shit that's going to make him famous in Sturgia. Oh, I aimed way too high over. Wait, well, how did their archer die? Okay, that was easy enough. He took an arrow to the face for me, or the in the neck. Jesus. All right, buddy. Oh, why does it have to be a don't add the spears in final rounds. It ends up just being these dick measuring competitions.
Come on!
Ow. Because it just takes ages to beat these guys. There we go. Look at that. Winner of another tournament, and we got some brass scale shoulders to make us look like an absolute badass. Hey, we're cheering as well. 1,500 gold, 3 renown. That's a good taking. That is a really good taking for the day. You know, who's here? Is there a big group here? Who owns it? Gundaroving clan owns it. Who's a part of the Gundaroving? We'll say Lashanek. Lashanek was there in the stalls. He was watching. He was watching the pure might and just absolute vigor in combat he had. He just wanted all the glory. He will go to Valhalla. Like, I'm pretty sure Valhalla doesn't exist in Mountain Blade's lore. But, you know, he will be fighting in the fields eternally once he dies. He will go to the Hall of, you know, Warriors, and he was so hungry for the glory. He even knocked out his own teammate with the blunt arrow just so he could, you know, take down more enemies in the arena to impress more people. And word's kind of getting around now. Some of the lords are like, this guy's like kind of insane. Like, you know, he's God. Like, we need he'd be a great bodyguard or like a, you know, a captain in an army sort of thing. That's how far we've like kind of proven ourselves. We're not quite like legendary like lord of a clan in of the Sturgians yet. We are kind of like, you know, bringing the glory to our personal glory, so then people can think, he seems like a really good fighter, but he has not shown how fierce he will be as a leader eventually whenever that happens. Anyway, we've got some new brass scale shoulders. So we've got the cape here, which is 2 body armor, and this is 18 body armor, and it looks really stupid on the cloth, but eventually that will really fit really well, and it's so much armor. 18 armor and 4 arm armor. That is ridiculous, and it looks really cool. So, and we have 2,800 gold. We didn't spend that much, did we? I thought we got 1,500 in gold. Never mind. Anyway, we're doing really well money-wise. Could get some watchmen, but meh. Fencing stolen goods. I don't really fancy doing criminal things because the area doesn't like you for it. You lose relation. And then later on, if characters don't like you enough, they will not speak to you and you will not be able to do quests for them. So you really don't benefit from doing the that stuff. Bandit base. Do we feel good enough for a bandit base? My name is Valdim. I'm Lauren. I've lived all my life here, working the land, as do my kin. A lot of the people here in Seodas, the common farmers and craftsmen like me, they like me to speak for them. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I don't want to risk it because I could get, if I get really beaten to a pulp, it'll be rough. Do we take on forest bandits? This could be dangerous in itself. Never mind. Yeah, you can go. Jesus, all the looters joined them as well. That made it a bit, like, scary. I didn't want to fight them. I would only fight them alone. Oh, 14 looters. We'll take those. So, what's our rating looking like now? 36. We're moving up slowly. We're eventually going to get there and get some renown going. Because that's when the big fun... Yes, that's when the big fun happens in the game. That's where most of the fun happens in the game, is when you get a much bigger army. You can start being contracted out as a mercenary, and then you can eventually gain enough reputation to become a lord. Then you kind of manage your own towns. You have a bigger army. You can start doing some bigger battles yourself. And that's where it becomes tactically a lot more interesting in the big battles. And not only tactically, but just generally doing stuff. You've got a lot more to do in the world map as well, rather than just going around taking out petty looters and bandit hideouts and doing these menial tasks. You can still do those later on, and I will, but to gain relation, but still. Oh, look at us with our brass shoulders. The beginnings of a true-looking legend.
Footmen, make a shield wall!
I'm curious.
Archers,
if we...
forward!
So...
Footmen!
Right.
Infantry!
So heavy infantry is 6. Okay.
Move!
We'll move these guys right behind here. So they're nice and protected. I shouldn't have got so close. I am really bad. Okay, I'm too close to be doing this. Ow! I'm getting staggered loads. This hero, look at him! Oh, I said, what a badass! It's the Stygian Spearman, and he was like taking on 3 guys by himself. What an absolute legend. Oh, we got 5 levels up out of that. That's amazing. I haven't even looked at myself yet in this. Stygian Soldier. And then they go to the... Yeah, that goes to the Spearman. And then Archer. Yes, we got our first Veteran Bowman. That's when... So what is the skill levels of the Bowman? So they get 140 in bow, 100. So they're really shit. They're average at best. And then these guys are actually pretty decent in Bowman skills. Actually, I'm curious. Units, if we... Well, I'm trying to remember what the battalion ones... What were the... Oh, wow, they gave him new shields? They've changed some of their stuff? What? Oh, I did always love the look of the battalions. I still think they look really cool. They're probably one of my favorite lookings, but I really like the Stygian look too. Right, Fian. That's what we want to see. So they get automatically their battalion Highborn warrior is already better than the average, the middle tier one on the Highborn, 130. So, and the regular Fians, they're better than our guys. And then it goes up to 260 bow level with the Fian champions. So the Fian champions, they're easily still the best archers in the game. And there we go. We'll get some more hunters in. And eventually we'll start getting some cavalry units in with these skirmishers. Because they'll be super beneficial in a lot of the fights against the looters and whatnot. Right, let's look at our own character. Have we got any... So we're level 5. So we got a focus point. What do we put our focus point in? Probably riding. We're doing a lot of riding, aren't we? But... That increases your party size. How to learn. Gain party morale from food variety. Improve settlement, prosperity, and build. So we won't be able to get steward up until we have our own town, essentially. And we can do it a bit now with the food. But aside from that, there's no real way to level it up. Trade would be good. Because I think I'm going to probably have like 5 main skills. One-handed bow, riding. Athletics will be kind of like a secondary one. Medicine's always a good pick, but I think I'll probably leave that to a companion to take that up. Leadership will... Well, I've been saying Valdim is probably not the best of leaders, but like in terms of preserving his troops, but he will get all the glory and he will be ruthless and to the point where he'll be able to barrel through other armies because of just the amount of strength and ferocity that he has and the aggressiveness he has with his armies. But, like, he'll be good at leadership in certain ways and not so good in other ways. Troop preservation will probably not be his best skill for the character that I'm going for with the kind of, the personality I'm going for. You know, he's all about getting all the glory and just tearing his enemies asunder, essentially. So, leadership will probably be, you know... Especially, we can't even level that up properly until we can start assembling and leading armies ourselves. Charm, he doesn't have a lot of charm. He's just brutish, you know, he's kind of like, he is who he is. But tactically, he's probably going to be super smart. Surely, he's going to be super aggressive. He's going to be really rough around the edges. But it's going to be smart, his plans. What he does, he's good at taking out an army aggressively. He's got a major ferocity, but that doesn't mean he can't go about it smartly. What does this do? That's all about tracking, isn't it? Scouting. I've never been a big fan of the tracking in the game. Decrease the sacrifice troop number when... to get away. I don't know. Yeah, because he's certainly not a healer. He's the opposite. He's just a killer, this guy. So he ain't a healer. That's for sure. Charm, I'm not too bothered on. They probably have some good, you know, skills in them, but we'll just put it into one of our main skills for now. Early on in the game, I want to get my main skills focus points down as quick as I can for my main skills, my main fighting skills, so I can benefit early on from getting high level melee and archery levels, so I can be a much more competent fighter in the bigger battles later down the line. And then all the leadership abilities, so like leadership, steward, engineering, trade, all these ones down here that are to do with armies and owning your own settlements, that'll come much later in the game, and that's when I'll start leveling those up more. Because that was kind of my strategy in Warband, was to do that, was to kind of just focus on my personal character skills and then develop my party skills a bit later on. Okay, yeah, we got some prisoners. So, clan 37. We're almost a clan tier 2. Or clan tier 1, sorry. Not even a clan yet, really. We won't be able to catch 9 of them, will we? Probably not. Anyway, we'll cut back to when we have another battle on our hands. Okay, we've caught another group. 15 looters this time, so, you know, a bit more even party size.
Arrows!
We've got 4 archers now. Still nothing really to scoff at, but...
infantry! Forward! Infantry! Shields
but,
up!
you know, better than what it was before. God, I love the look of... Like, as much... It's really annoys me how easily they get taken out by archers. Now we'll be able to alleviate that a bit, hiding behind shielded troops. But they look so badass with their axes. The you know, the berserker units and stuff like that. The Sturgian line units. Oh, right in the crotch that was. That was nasty. That guy got hit in the head.
Soldiers! Give them hell! Footmen! Stand your ground!
No.
Put down!
I hit the wrong keys. Wow, they've already routed. Jesus. Look at that 3. Do you see that 180 then? And lovely. No levels, unfortunately. Only for myself. Lovely. We got a mix of food and other stuff. God, the game is saving a lot. Is there like an autosave feature that I've got enabled right now? Let's talk to some of the lords. Maybe we could do something for some of the lords to get some renown. That would be good. Hey, I don't think I know you. Peace to you, stranger. So this is Ulrich. I can't quite remember all the lords in Sturgia's. I remember... they'll come to... As soon as I meet them again, I'll remember them from the Battanian playthrough, because I had a lot to do with the Sturgian ones in the Battanian playthrough. But once I meet them again, I'll remember them. But Ulrich was definitely one that I met, I'm pretty sure. But I often... It's kind of... I'm trying to remember who he was within the clan. They know me as Valdim. Mark it down. You shall be hearing of me a lot in the future. I am Ulrich of the Clothing. I remember that clan. One of the ancient lineages of the Sturgians. The one thing about me you should know is that I make a very good friend, and you absolutely do not want me as an enemy. See, that's what I'm going to go for as well with... that's actually perfect. With Valdim. You cross Valdim. You backstab Valdim. He will chase you around the earth to make sure you pay for your betrayal. There could be no cowards in his army. There could be no cowards surrounding him at a feast table, you know? He will go and kill them if he gets betrayed, eventually. If he gets his hands on them, he will kill them, and he will go to no ends to do it. But if you know, prove true and faithful to him, he will be the best ally you will have, because there will be no one else in Calradia that will protect you more fiercely. You can't tell me. Ragenvad, yeah, the leader, yeah, he'll have something to say. But I don't know where he is right now. He's probably further up north, I'd imagine, in the main, real deep Sturgia territory. I'm here to deliver you my demands. I'm really ambitious. I'd like to enter the service of... Okay, we need to be clan tier 1 to be able to become a mercenary for them. And then we need to be clan tier 2 to actually be able to become, you know, to pledge allegiance and become a Lord of Sturgia, I'm pretty sure. So we've got a long way to go yet. Anyway, it was nice. Uruk, our first Lord that we've met, really, I think. We've spoken to some others. I can't quite remember them, though, because it was like weeks ago now when I last played this. But I remember everything else well enough, you know. 42 looters. 42 looters. I'm scared to take that on, quite frankly. I'm sure we could do it. I'm sure we could do it. But if my troops get outnumbered, that's a bad day. Yes, I timed it right. I've got the other guy helping me. Who is he? Yorig. Ah, it's Yorig. Okay, cool. He has 120 infantry. Yeah, we'll be fine. Right, get my men out first. Charge them first as quick as you can. Yes, my guys are leading the charge. Oh, it's so cool to see big armies again, sort of thing. Then that's not even a very big army in comparison to what you see in the later game. But still, it feels like a big army. That's a lot of looters. It's quite a big party of them. Charge! Yes! No fear! Kill them all! I'm just trying to get as much levels out of this as I can. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh, we killed one then. Did he say we can't stop them? I haven't heard that line before. Thing is, I think when you do bow and arrow, use a bow and arrow on the back of it, I think your riding skill goes up faster as well. We're now level 50 in the bows. Amazing. I can't wait until we get like a really powerful bow to use on the back of a horse. Because the thing is, like, we're doing enough damage now to looters because they're wearing cloth and whatnot. But we don't, quite simply, later on, when you come across units, the top tier units that have heavy armor, like the cataphracts and the infantrymen for the Empire and stuff, you need high level bow skill and a powerful bow and arrows to be able to do good damage. Hey, heroic line breaker, look at that. God, whoa, he's an absolute beast. He's got throwing axes. He's got a sword as well, actually. That's cool. And he's got a huge Dane axe on his back. I'm pretty sure they're not called that in this game, but it looks like a Dane axe. Definitely inspired. He just looks... it just looks like a tank. He just looks like an actual walking tank on the battlefield. Let's take all of this. Was that a throwing axe then? No, it's just a small one-handed spurred axe. Amazing. All right, I'll take that. So how much are we paying? We're paying 159 for the troops. I pretty much want to sell all of this except some of the food, the olives. I want to... And we get 1,000. Not bad at all. So let's have a look. Let's see if I can find some of these parrying daggers or whatever. Ah, here we go. They cost quite a bit, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would get one. Yeah, look at that. See? So now that, basically, instead of having a shield there in that slot, it will essentially be a parrying hatchet there. So I can use that to block like a shield. I don't know how I'm not sure if it's actually any good, the mod, or whether it looks good. If it doesn't, then obviously I won't use it. But, the spear. And then there's like a spear one. I didn't even know that existed. So maybe so basically, the goal is, hopefully, to eventually be walking around on the battlefield with two one-handed axes, a dual-wielding axes, essentially, in my hands. And using the second hatchet, which is technically a shield in the game. Heavy recurve bow, 16,000. Not bad. Thing is, you want to get your bow skill up as quick as possible also to get, you know, a lot better weapons, because you need requirements for some of these. Damn, the longbow's available? It's not actually that much better. I mean, it's better, and it's always a good thing, but it's not that much better. Oh, something. Hey, yeah, okay, so your attacks with bows ignore 10% of enemies' armor. That's really good. Bow-equipped troops in your formation ignore 5% of enemies' armor. That's also amazing. Decrease your reload movement penalty by 50%. Bow-equipped troops in formation gain 5% to their foot movement speed. The ignoring armor seems too good to be true, to be honest. That'll be so useful later on when you're doing good damage. No quests, is there? They can't sell products when I think increases your criminal rating as well, so. Yeah, okay. Maybe they changed it. I don't know. They've done a lot of updates for the game, so maybe they've changed some of the quests. But the Can't Find My Daughter quest was the best one. The one where you go and look for the daughter. It's a lot better, because that gives you good money, and you don't lose relations with people when you do it. Landlord needs access to the commons. You don't get much good money for that. And you decrease relation to whatever town you go to, so it's a bit rough. So I do that quest in other like provinces that are not Sturgia, because I want to get as good relations as possible with Sturgia. Party. Okay, right. I got looters in my kit. I need to sell them off. Rodobas. God, I've actually really enjoyed this today. It's actually been really fun just going around killing looters and whatnot. It's been fun. Oh, I want to escort the merchant caravan, but I really don't. Ransom the prisoners. Is there a tournament? Nope. Sasha the she-wolf. Looks like she might be a Kuzate character. Let's talk to her properly. Get a loading screen. Get it back in. Get in the town area. Hey, I don't think I know you. Peace to you, stranger. I'm Valdin. Oh, okay. He's not as polite as this. He's like, my name's Valdim. Tell me about yourself, warrior. She looks like she's from the Kuzate lands. Oh yes, I do indeed have a story to tell you. Slavers took me when I was a girl. The Empire were legends of warrior women out in the deep steppe. And when I was that doesn't make sense, does it? The Empire were legends of warrior women out in the deep steppe. That sentence doesn't make sense in my head. Maybe it does. And when I was sold, they claimed I was one of these. Okay, so there are legendary warrior women, and they thought one of these to fight other slaves to entertain them by making their legends come true. Well, perhaps there is something to those legends, because I did very well for myself and made my master very rich. Imperial law now decrees that men are not allowed to kill in the arena, but no one pries into what happens at the private entertainments of the rich, and over a score of my fellow slaves must have felt my blade in their chest. Ouch. Okay, so there's some rough stuff going on. I feel no guilt. They were trying to kill me, and some came very close. I did what I needed to. Yes, I suppose you did what you had to do. That's what I would have done. There's not much more to say. My master was a sadistic animal, but he let me keep my winnings and eventually buy my freedom. Damn, I think he probably got a better deal than some people then. I think he may also have realized that eventually, had he kept me against my will, he'd have ended up with a severed neck vein. So here I am. I'm looking to make a living through the only means I know, shedding in other people's blood. Got work. Could use somebody like you? Okay, too much. I'm sorry, I can't afford that. Should our paths cross again, young warrior, I will take you in to my war band. Because you fight for, if you're willing to fight for glory and shed the blood of my enemies, that's more than enough reason for me to hire you later on. The she-wolf, it's quite cool. I do that a lot, don't I? When there's like an air of silence, sometimes I'm just like, I'm kind of thinking about things and I don't say them out loud, so I'm just like, and I notice things and I'm like, I'm like a villager from Minecraft sometimes in that regard. What is our clan tier? 39. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to finish this part here, and in my own time, I'm going to get us to, I'm just going to carry on fighting looters, leveling up my troops, leveling up Valdim, until I get to clan tier 1, and we'll start the next part off there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're just slowly building up. It's always a slow burn, the beginning of the game. And it's, whoa, is a, Andruta. Who the hell is Andruta? I don't remember Andruta. Damn, okay. Anyway, regardless, it's always a slow burn, the beginning of the game, but once you do get into those bigger, you know, parties and those bigger areas, it really becomes such a fun and incredible game, with the big battles and whatnot, and just true glory at that point, and it will be with Valdim. So I can't wait. I'm going to get to clan tier 1 and we'll be back for the next part to continue the journey of Valdim, and build the legend even further than it already is being built upon. Has been built upon. See you guys in the next part.